So what it's like to be an eating psychology coach. It's been a really exciting journey since I've gone through the Institute for the Psychology of Eating. You know, the work that they provide, such a depth of framework and a foundation of material that I was really looking for on my own journey. I had done a lot of different trainings, had worked with a lot of different teachers, and was just completely astounded by what the offering was about 4 years ago when I went through the program. And so since then, working as an eating psychology coach, I run a company called Heart Food. So I work with women who struggle with emotional eating and endless diets that want to really find out what their relationship with food is all about and really learn how to love themselves from the inside out. So this journey has been really born out of my own journey of healing and having been through this, gaining and losing hundreds of pounds multiple times in my life. I had discovered some real understanding of the drivers behind my eating. Because what most people think is it's about the food, but actually there's a lot that more than it's about just the food. So since that time, I've been able to work. I have a private practice in San Francisco. I work with women locally and all over the country, and I teach really popular group programs called Beyond Weight Loss, which is a 6-week group that I teach women foundational principles of really how to get in touch with their body. And I use their relationship with food as a doorway to awaken to the life that they truly want. What the training did and this work did was put words to a lot of the work that I was already doing, but created a way for me to get it expressed. It's challenging. I started my own business, became an entrepreneur. I didn't really know that was in the cards for me, and that became, basically kind of my spiritual practice to create this work and what that was like to put it out in the world. This journey through this institute helped me create a bridge between the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual dimensions that I was looking for. I've actually become the person that I was trying to seek when I was deep in the throes of my own challenges around food. So just like I think the Institute was created to put this expression and innovate and put something new out there, I'm excited about having a new conversation that goes beyond just the physical realm and eat this, don't eat that, because that for so many people is just leaving them shamed, making them feel guilty, and just keeping them stuck in the same repetitive patterns. So what's exciting for me is having women come to me who are just so ready to have a new conversation. They're done with the way they've been taught by our culture and by those around them to treat their bodies and to feel that level of self-hatred, self-judgment, constantly kind of in this battle. It's like we're all at war with ourselves. And so for me, I'm excited to give women the tools for themselves to learn they can actually put the sword down, end the war, and start to love themselves on a deep level. And for me, this is about truly connecting women with what they're hungry for beyond the food. The great thing is with all the clients I work with, they transform in one way or another. So I have worked with so many different kinds of women, and I would say one particular client that came in really feeling, probably she came in feeling 80 pounds overweight, but really having 3 daughters. She had all this love for her daughters and had struggled with emotional eating, binge eating her entire life, and couldn't understand having that love for her daughters, but having such self-hatred for herself and her body. And so it really was a wake-up call for her to really take a deeper journey into what's happening. So through our work together, inviting her into this paradigm, really looking at how can she tune into her body, start to love her body, feel herself in a way that was completely different. And really, again, like I said, doing the deep work, looking at what the drivers were underneath that self-hatred and that self-loathing, and the messages she received from her family, from our culture. And through our work together, it has been so incredible. She's come to this place. She actually also struggles with several health issues and has some autoimmune issues, and was able to, digestively, actually had a lot of physical symptoms release, feels more clarity, less mood swings, a lot more presence in her life. And actually, just the other day, I got an email from her, and she recognized, as we were talking about her journey the other day, through our work together, she can't believe how far she's come, that she's not who she was when she started, and feels so much more love for herself, and in turn, able to kind of let that flow into her life. So to me, I feel like every client that comes in as a teacher, they're all teaching me to love more, to be more present, and that is such a gift. And in the journey, she happened to lose 30 pounds, but that was not our focus. Our focus was on really how to build that self-love for herself and for her body. I would say, I was so excited about doing the work and getting out of this, doing the training, excited to work with clients. And then I realized I had to create this thing called a business. And how do you do this? How do you become an entrepreneur? And that became a whole nother place that I had to focus on and grow. And it challenged me and continues to challenge me on how to really learn, get the knowledge and understanding of what I need to do to put my work in the world, and also do my own work around what's getting in the way. What beliefs do I have around money, around putting this sort of expression, which has been my most authentic expression of my work in the world. So I have to say it's been a journey, and the most important thing, I've gotten a lot of support on how to create a business, and really moved into having a practice where I'm getting a great group of clients. I have ongoing classes, and that has been so rewarding. But I'm not gonna lie, it is a challenge, but I actually think that's a great thing, because I don't think anything worth doing is gonna come easy. So for me, it being a challenge just calls me up to step into the next level of my own self-evolution. I think this work is really cutting edge. I feel like I've kind of always been out there trying to really find a way to bring this work in the world. So it was such a perfect partnership, kind of a divine marriage, when I found the work here that really integrates this such depth around these concepts that I really could not find anybody else doing this. And believe me, I looked everywhere to find the right kind of people. And when I do something, those people have to be really aligned and living it, and that's what I really found. There's so much integrity in the work. So what I'm excited about is having a new conversation. I'm kind of done with the old conversation. It just doesn't interest me anymore, and I feel like most people I speak to who, when I say what I do, I'm an eating psychology coach, kind of get a question mark. I don't know what that means. They're really excited to learn what that means and how I work with people, and actually like, wow, that's so needed. I'd love for you to talk to my mom or my brother or my daughter. So for me, this is cutting edge. So to really be out there and to be on the cutting edge of what's kind of being done in this field of nutrition, body image, weight, for all of us, it's refreshing to have this. And so to build that community is so important.